I go to people's house and clean their home. Where did I learn that? From my job. That's the same thing that I used to do. And now I went like, hey, I can sell that service to people that want, because there's a lot of people, they have money, but they don't have enough time. Why most people fail? So it's easy to understand, but most people, they don't realize it. And that's why a lot of people, they have problem when it's time to retire, because they realize all the mistakes that they make by not trying something that can change their life, that can give them a better future. So I am going to talk about why that happened and how to avoid that at a younger age, before you retire, before you regret it, and how you can avoid that from happening to you. So my name is Stanley, and if it's for the first time you're watching my video, please do me a favor. Like, subscribe, follow. It's depend. I don't know where you're watching this video, and whatever the social media asks you to do, do it. And you can leave me a comment if you have an idea, and whatever you want, and or whatever you do, you want to turn it into a business. Yes, I can help you with that. Let's go to the video. The story goes like that. The other day I was talking to one of my friends, and she was telling me that she goes to school for business. I'm like, oh, that's great. You go to school for business? Yes. And I was talking like how she can build something so she doesn't have to go to work for somebody. And she went like, I'm shy and I don't want to go, I don't want to do business. I went like, why you don't want to do business? Because it's the best thing to do, because business, you don't have to wait for somebody to write you a paycheck. You can write your own paycheck. And you don't need someone to give you a job, because you create a job for yourself. And I was like, why you don't want to do it? Oh, it's too hard. And she said she's going to fail. And that's when this came up to my mind. Most people, they fail by not trying. Because if you think you might fail and you're not trying, it's harder. It's like worse than if you try and fail. And I was reading a book. It says, the author says in the book, I think it's Ryan Tracy who said that, fall 7 times, wake up, or rise 8 times. Because you will fail. Whatever it is, you will fail. Whatever you do, you will fail. Let me take this as an example. Everybody in the world, they born as a child. So what did you know when you were a child? Nothing. You born like this. You didn't know who was your mother or father. You didn't know left or right. You didn't know what food to eat, what not to eat. You learn everything you know right now. Like, if you can learn, well, the hardest thing is to learn to speak. If you can learn to speak and you can speak fluently, some people who are going to watch this video, they speak like 4, 5, 6 languages, and I know them. And you tell me business is so hard you cannot try it because you think you might fail. Do you know how many times you fail in life? And do you know how much more you will fail? You fail yourself to create a better future for yourself. You fail yourself by taking a decision that can benefit you in the future. That's why there's only 4% in the world. It's not in the United States, it's not in my country, it's not in France or wherever you are. It's in the world. There's only 4% of people who succeed and have the most money. So when I'm talking about success, if you say that you succeed and you don't make no money, you don't make enough money to have a good life, you not succeed, because success attached with money. Money is the result of success. If you success and you don't have no money, that means you still fail. You not succeed. When you succeed, it's when you can live a comfortable life. You don't have to worry about paying your bills. You don't have to worry about paying how to take care of your kids, how to take care of your family. That's when you succeed. And when money is not a problem. If money is still a problem for you, that means you haven't succeeded yet. You need to keep trying. That's how it is. So People are scared of failing and they fail themselves for not trying something that can help them. Yeah, most people, that's how they do. And ask me and I will tell you, because whatever mistakes you can think of, I made it, especially in real life. As an employee, I made a lot of mistakes too. Well, I made more mistake in a regular life than in my business. I can tell you, I made a lot of mistakes in my business. By trying to start my business, I made a lot of mistakes. But I made more mistake in my real life, in my social life, as an individual, as a person. I make more mistake. I fail more time in life than in my business. I fail more time. I fail so many times at school. You might say, "Oh yeah, you can do videos. You talk like you speak English like, hey, not fluently, but I'm trying my best." All these things are the way I treat myself, the way I practice. This is how it is. If you never practice nothing, you will never be good at it. And if you go on YouTube, look for my old video. When I first started, I was terrible. I was terrible. But now I can do it with no problem because I try, I fail, I woke up, I fail, and start over, fail again, start over, fail again, start over, until now I can come and tell you this is what you should do. So if you want to asking me like, "Oh, I want to start a business, but I don't know what to do." Well, whatever you do in your job, you can turn it into a business. Because what is business? Business is just a service that you're selling to someone else. You just find a group of people that have a problem and you solve those people problem and they pay you for solving their problem. That's it. It's not something like a magic or something you have to create from, like, it's not like something you have to invent, something that did not exist before and you have to come up with it. No, this is not how it is. Business is a service that you provide someone and the person pay you for that service. You go to work, you provide a service, and they pay you for the service that you provide at your job. It's simple. It's the same thing, except you don't go to work for somebody else. You create your own job. Simple. Back in 2012, I used to work as a steward guy and in one of the biggest hotel in West Palm Beach. I used to wash dishes, wash pot, clean floors. I used to clean like stove, oven, all these things. Guess what I'm doing right now? The same thing. I go to people's house and clean their home. Where did I learn that? From my job. That's the same thing that I used to do. And now I went like, hey, I can sell that service to people that want, because there's a lot of people, they have money, but they don't have enough time to clean their house. That's somebody who started a landscaping business. Those people, they have money, but they don't have time. Well, it's not they don't have time. They're not gonna waste their time, because time is not money as people make you think, make you believe. Time is more important than money. So someone who makes, because I know some guys, they're 1 hour worth $10,000. For 1 hour, $10,000. You think they will spend 1 hour cleaning their house while they can use that same 1 hour to make $10,000? Do you think they will clean their house? No, they won't do that. Do you think they will spend time lawn the grass while they can pay somebody way cheaper than make an hour to do that? No, they won't do that. Do you think they will do laundry? Do you think they will iron their own clothes? No, they won't do it. They don't have time for that. That time is precious. Time is something like they can use it to have fun, to do something like more meaningful. They won't do it. That's when you come and now whatever problem that they have, you create a solution and you bring the solution to them and they pay you for that. Yeah. I go to people's house and clean their home. Where did I learn that? From my job. That's the same thing that I used to do. And now I went like, hey, I can sell that service to people that want, because there's a lot of people, they have money, but they don't have enough time. Most of my clients, they were the call me every day to clean anything for them, while they can make ten or $15,000 an hour or in a day. Don't fail yourself by not trying, because failure of trying is harder than try and fail. If you try and fail, well, you will say, okay, I tried something and I failed. But if you never try and you know that you can succeed, when it's time to retire, you will realize that you made a big mistake and you will regret. And that's the worst thing that's the worst thing of not trying. Regret. Because there's a lot of people, go to the cemetery, if there's a lot of people, if you can wake them up from dead and ask them, they will tell you they make the biggest mistake in their life by not trying something that they know that can create income for them. And a lot of people who's trying to retire right now, go ask them. Yeah, some won't tell you, but some will tell you they make big mistake. And I was reading a story the other day. When you talk about iPhone, most people, they will tell you Steve Jobs, yeah, because he was the leader, he was the man, he was the face of the business. But it wasn't only Steve Jobs who started the business. It was three guys. They started the company, and one, I think his name was Dwayne. He decided that to quit because he doesn't believe in the business. He went like, no, this is not gonna work, it is not going to work, I quit. And he quit, and he sold all his share to Steve Jobs. And guess what, when the company start making million of dollars, guess what happened? Now he's still poor, he's still working 9-to-5 job, because he made a mistake. By scared of failing, by fear of failing, he failed himself, and he's dying right now with regrets, because Apple right now is a $1 billion company. And do you know, if you have like if you started with Apple and you have only one share of Apple, now it's a lot of money. And let's say you were a partner, even you never, if he stayed on board, even he didn't do no work, nothing. Let's say his share was 10%. You know, 10% of $1 billion, how much it is? It's a lot of money. He failed because he didn't believe in the idea. He failed because he didn't want to fail. Now, the worst part is the regrets that come with it. So I hope you learned something from this video. If you do, comment below. Well, whatever the social media, YouTube, Facebook, whatever they ask you to do, you just do it. I don't know.